Hello, everyone. What if I told you that lavender is not just for relaxation? It's one of the most therapeutic herbs on earth, and most people are only using about 10% of it. Interesting, huh? All right. It's a bunch of lavender that I have there. Welcome back. I'm Chantel with Love You Studios, Holistic Wellness Center. This is our very herb spotlight. Today's plant, lavender, and she has a lot more to say than you think. Let me introduce you to Lavandula angustifolia. Lavandula angustifolia. And I will be relying heavily on my notes today because I did produce these about 3 months or so ago. All right. Lavender has been used medicinally for over 2,500 years in Egypt, Rome, Greece, and all across every continent, actually. It's not a trend, it really is ancestral plant wisdom. The active compounds in lavender that make it highly therapeutic include linalool, linalool acetate, camphor, and flavonoids. Together, they create something really, really special. Most people know lavender as a scent, but as an herbalist, I know lavender as a whole body medicine. And I'll tell you exactly what I mean. Lavender is anti inflammatory. How many people knew that? It is one of the most powerful natural anti inflammatories that we have. For melanin-rich skin in particular, that trends toward inflammation, redness, irritation, post-breakout darkening, or hyperpigmentation, lavender calms the skin at a cellular level. It's not masking, it is actually addressing the inflammatory response. Okay, so it's not just sitting on the skin, it doesn't just smell good, it is actually releasing those compounds to address the issues that you have on your skin. And if you listen to the video, my Get Ready With Me video earlier today, I told you that all of the products and the way that I formulate or think about my formulations, they are synergistic. Okay, you should listen to that video. Lavender is also antimicrobial. The essential oil has been studied, so it's been clinically studied for its ability to inhibit bacterial growth, including bacteria associated with acne. That's why I include it in formulations for congested and breakout prone skin. Wound healing and scar support. Lavender also promotes cell regenerations. So that skin cell turnover rate, and if you've been following me for any length of time, I've talked about skin cell turnover rate. So as you get older and your skin, that regeneration starts to just slow down. It naturally starts slowing down. Okay. So staying hydrated and using products, and here of course we focus on plant medicine that promotes that regeneration. And what that means is that so you don't wake up and you're flaky, your skin is not actively pushing those dead skin cells out. So you'll get some congestion or patchiness, or sometimes here on the side of the nose where it starts to get caked up because those skin cells are starting to slow down. Now, I'm not talking about those of you that are not washing your face correctly. Okay. But it does promote skin cell regeneration, and it promotes the skin's ability to heal, the natural ability to heal. For hyperpigmentation and post-inflammatory scarring that our community deals with, it matters. It matters a great deal. So in our products, in the spicy lavender body butter and the lavender restore toner, lavender is featured is the featured ingredient in those products. Anti-inflammatory, healing, and deeply nourishing for our skin. Here's where most people are surprised. Lavender works beautifully for the digestive system. So when I was first researching lavender, about 8 or 9 years ago, because people were really asking for it, and I was just so put off. I would not create anything with lavender in it. But as I started studying it and researching it, and found out that it is great for the digestive system, herbal medicine, lavender is classified as a carminative, meaning it relieves gas, bloating, and digestive cramping. It relaxes the smooth muscle lining in the digestive tract. So I know a lot of people didn't know that. Lavender tea has been used for centuries to soothe. So it soothes the stomach, a nervous stomach, or someone that has high anxiety, bloating and gas, nausea, and irritable bowel syndrome symptoms. It can help ease some of those symptoms as well. And here is the skin signals connection. Remember how the lower cheeks and the mouth area on the face map correspond to the stomach and the digestive system? If you are breaking out in those zones and experiencing digestive issues, lavender can be working for you on both levels simultaneously. That's the beauty of plant medicine. So you can have a tea and you can also use it topically, okay? And transdermally. So meaning you can also take a lavender bath, which I'm going to be having later on this evening. Okay? So now the one lavender is most famous for, but not completely understood. Lavender is the most well researched herb for the nervous system support. Multiple clinical studies have demonstrated its ability to reduce anxiety, improve sleep quality, and lower cortisol levels. How many of y'all need lavender in your life? Me. I do. Reduces that cortisol. So let's see. This is why the spicy lavender, so that spicy lavender body butter is not just a moisturizer. As I stated, all of my products are well thought out formulas and they're very intentional. It's not just a moisturizer. When you apply it, you're applying nervous system medicine. That's intentional formulation, and that's the Love You Studios difference. And for my Breathe Again community, lavender is one of the key herbs in our nervous system support protocol because nicotine addiction is fundamentally a nervous system story. I'll just let that sit there for a minute. Calming the nervous system naturally is a part of how we heal it. And I'll be doing a deep dive on the Breathe Again product later on in our 30-day YouTube series. So, how do you bring more lavender into your wellness practice? Topically, we talked about that, right? Aromatherapy, I use it when I am seeing clients and use it in the steamer. It is immensely relaxing. In tea, we talked about bath soak, which I'm having tonight, and or a pillow spray. One important note as your herbalist, always use pure lavender essential oil, not the synthetic fragrance. Those synthetic fragrances we talked about are hormone disruptors. Okay? Let's see, what else do I want you to know? Essential oil is lavender. Fragrance is not lavender, essential oil is, and so you really want to know the difference. Before I go, I want to know, excuse me, how do you use lavender, if you use it at all? And will you be using it after today? Because maybe you've come across some new information. Okay? Let me know. Drop it in the comments. I will be looking And let me know if it's in your bath, skincare, tea, candle, or something that I haven't mentioned. I read every single comment. 3 quick things. Subscribe and hit the bell. New herb spotlights will hit every single week. Sharper Lavender Formulations, the link is below. And share this with someone who thinks lavender is just a candle scent. It is so much more than that. It looks good to feel good. I am Chantel, your herbal specialist, your wellness specialist, and I wish you the absolute best. You'll have a good weekend.